everybody. Welcome to Just Upright. Name is Dr. Jean Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, foreign trained physical therapy, practicing here in the US. I'm also a certified dementia practitioner. So I would like to thank the new subscribers, the viewers. Thank you so much for your feedback, your questions, and thank you for sharing this video and the other videos that I have made. So if you're new here to my channel, currently I'm focusing on helping foreign trained physical therapists on how to apply here to the US. Okay, and I also have other videos about life itself, about fall prevention. So check out my channel, click on the videos, and you can see all the videos that I have made. You can click on the playlist, and I have group of videos dedicated for how to apply as physical therapist in the US, how to be on-call physical therapist, and for fall prevention. And as the channel develops, I will add more playlists to that collection. So just a reminder and a disclaimer, I am not an immigrant lawyer. So what I'm going to discuss to you today is a combination of the information that we can find in the internet already. And I will cite the references and I will put them down on the link on the comment or description below for your reference. But any immigration question, you can ask your employer and as the immigration lawyer. I will just combine the information from the internet that is readily available for everyone to see, and I will just guide you where to find them. And I added my personal experience, okay? So as always, I always tell my viewer to go straight to the website of your concern. For example, right now it's we're going to talk about the working visa or the H1B visa. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Okay, so I actually, Googled how many kinds of visas are there, and there's 185 different kinds of visa, US visa available. But for therapists, we are concerned with two kinds of visas to work here in the US. One is the working visa or the H1B visa, and the other one is the immigrant visa. And we usually, for therapists, it can be EB2 or employer-based type 2 or EB3, employer-based type 3. So we're not going to talk about the immigrant visa in this video. I'll make another video for that. We're going to talk about H1B, okay? So if you want a reliable source about different kinds of visa, you have to go straight to the website of United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, because they are the one approving the application for any kind of visa application. Okay, so H1B is a temporary worker visa. Okay, so as you can see here, I went to the website of USCIS about H1B, and this one, it defines what's H1B program. It allows companies in the United States to temporarily employ foreign workers in occupations that require the theoretical and practical application of a body of highly specialized knowledge and a bachelor's degree or higher in specific specialty or its equivalent. Okay, so that is basically the definition of what is an H1B visa. So there is what we call the cap, the cap count. Okay, so meaning they have like a quota, if you may, per year. Okay, so they don't give unlimited number of visa, working visa in a year. So they only have a quota, a set amount of working visa that they can approve in a given year. So the regular H1B regular cap is 65,000. Okay. For advanced degree, there's additional 20,000. Okay, 20,000. So this is why there is what we call the H1B or the working visa lottery. Okay, because I found a very good website, and this is the website of Youth Immigration. Okay, so this is the website, and it answers questions about the working visa. So let's go here. I made a picture here about what is an H1B visa. So we already discussed that. For therapists, it's working for bachelor's degree or equivalent. If you have a master's in physical therapy, it applies to you. Okay. Now, so as you can see here, it says when you get an H1B visa, you can stay for initial 3 years. So working visa has an expiration date, 3 years. And then it can be extended for a total of 6 years. So if you were filed for an for a working visa, okay, so for example, it got approved this year, 2021, it is good until 2024. But many committed mistake that they don't coordinate with their employer before the expiration date. You have to remember, before the expiration date, you have to ask your employer if they're filing, if you're still with them, or if you want to apply to another employer. If you have to be on top of the game that before your working visa expires, there's another working visa in the process, okay, to extend your working visa, so you will not be out of status. Because once you get out of status, you don't have a working visa that is valid, you can be deported. So it's either after 3 years or before 3 years. Coordinate with a lawyer, with your employer, with your agency. What's the next game plan? Is it filing for extension for another 3 years of working visa, or are they willing to file for an immigrant visa for you? So do not commit the same mistake that other therapists did, that they just let it, maybe they were not really aware that they have expiration after 3 years. So before 3 years, at the second year, as you coordinate right away, what's the next plan? Okay, so it can be extended. The working visa can be extended after 6 years. And then, while you have a working visa, what you can do is work it out to file for your employer. Can file for an immigrant visa. So of course, there are stipulations for that in the contract. If you need to, pay it out of your salary, okay, or if you need to extend your stay with your employer because they're going to sponsor you with another immigrant visa. But open communication with your agency, with your employer, is very important, so that you will be able to continue to work here in the US. Okay, so there's a question here: how do you get an H1B? Okay, so you have to have an employer, or you have to have an agency who will process, or which will process your application to the US. The employer needs to file the LCA, or the labor condition application. Okay, so the labor condition application contains information showing that the foreign worker will receive at least the same wage that an American worker would receive under the same conditions. Okay. So once the employer has approved LCA, they can send in your H1B visa application to be considered as part of the lottery. Okay. What is H1B lottery? Okay. So we discussed before that there's only 65,000 quota, okay, or cap, regular cap for regular H1B, okay? So if, for example, there are 200,000 people who apply, not everyone will be given the visa. So that's why they do the lottery. So the lucky winners will be, approved of a working visa. Okay, so the lottery takes place every April. Okay, and but the processing or the application began in October 2009, like last 2 years ago, October 2019, for the fiscal year of 2020. Okay, so like it also have like information. What are the chances of winning the H1B lottery? Okay, so just like what I said before, if there are around 200,000 applicants, okay, the odds of any petition winning the lottery were about around 35%. So just a recap, guys, and I want to add this information. You cannot file for your own working visa. You can only file for or apply for a tourist visa. That's a B1, B2 type of a visa. If you want to get the examination, the NPTE, or you need to take the jurisprudence or law examination for a certain state in the US. Okay, but for a working visa or immigrant visa, you need an employer or an agency to file those visas for you. You cannot do it for yourself. Now, again, working visa has an expiration of 3 years. So before the 3-year expiration, it is very critical for you to ask your employer if they're gonna extend your working visa, or before 3 years, if you finish your contract with your agency or employer and you found another employer who can file you for an immigrant visa, that is another option. But do not let the visa expires without a plan ahead of time, because you don't want to be out of status. Okay, so I hope that clarifies basic information about working visa, H1B, about what is H1B lottery, and the very important wisdom of not letting the working visa expire without a game plan or without any plan at all. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. Please subscribe below. Hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified of the latest video releases, the new videos that I'm making. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have questions, just type them. Again, I'm not an immigration lawyer, so I cannot answer specifics about the technicalities of filing. You have to ask the lawyer or your agency or employer about those things. These are just general information out there that's readily available for us. And, I combine my personal experience in the process of knowing what is H1B and how, it worked for me in the past. Okay, so thank you so much and stay blessed. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button below to be updated with the latest video releases. Share this channel to other people you know who will benefit from Just Upright videos. Thank you again and stay blessed.